Cena, this match tonight is my ticket to the top, baby. The people want to see MVP take home the WWE Championship. No offense, but if I have to whoop on you to get there, you can bet your last dollar it's happening.
Well, look who's finally gone crazy. Man, they've been saying for years people shouldn't live underneath power lines. Well, I guess you're living proof.
Oh, I know. You got jokes. I'm serious, though. I'm going home as a #1 contender tonight. But if through some miracle you come out on top, I ain't gonna hate, just so long as at the end of this, Randy Orton gets that big mouth of his slap. You feel me?
Put that loss behind you, Eve. It's all in the past. And the future of the WWE lies with me, Cody Rhodes. A woman like you could have a big part in that future.
Wow, what an unbelievable offer. But, yeah, no thanks.
Don't tell me how to do my job, Orton. Oh, you're threatening me now? You should be less concerned about your locker room and more concerned about this #1 contenders match tonight.
Stephanie, these accommodations are ridiculous. I'm the WWE champion, not the janitor. Yes, I'm telling you how to do your job, and if you can't, maybe I'll find someone who can. You're 100% right, that's a threat.
Maurice! I beat them for you, lass. You and I are so good together. Maurice!
I'm gonna pretend I didn't see this.
Of course I didn't want to team up with Sheamus. What would I want with a guy who looks like a zombie carrot? But it was all worth it to see Kelly walks out of there a loser.
Well, enjoy it while it lasts, Maurice. Because no matter who you bring with you to fight your battles, you're never going to beat me.
Cena, I wanted to congratulate you on a job well done in your match against MVP last week. You definitely earned your shot at Randy Orton and his WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble.
Well, look who finally showed up, Ted. John, #1 contender, Cena.
The way I look at it, Cena, beating a chump like MVP doesn't give you the right to take on an icon like Randy Orton. The way I look at it, your time is through.
Or at least it will be when we're done with you.
I guess my Evite to this party ended up in my junk folder. Think I'll join anyway.
Go run home crying to your first-generation superstar daddies.
This isn't over, Cena. You're never going to make it to the Royal Rumble.
Well, you better come with more than that next time, pal.
Randy didn't wait long before he started lobbing grenades, did he?
And like usual, his plan didn't work out as he hoped. But he'll try again.
And we'll beat him back again. Because you're going to stomp Orton at the Royal Rumble. If that means I gotta be your guardian angel until the Rumble, well, I can handle that.
I'm fine, Doc. Just give me my lollipop and get back to rapping gauze or something.
Well, I saw what Finley did to you tonight. You're lucky I'm not scooping you up in a bucket.
You will be the one who will need help if you keep talking like that.
Yes, sir. The patient is always right.
Look, I understand wanting nothing more than to slap that smirk off Orton's face. But you can't run around with a blatant disregard for the standards of this company. Now go get ready for your match.
Your wish is my command.
Maurice. Parlez-vous, Sheamus? What's more magical than you and me?
Wow. These paint fumes are something because I'm hallucinating. Right? You think you have a shot at Maurice?
You ready for a little payback?
After you.
What the hell are you doing in here?
Do I detect a hint of fear in your voice, Randy? Not so bad without your boys around, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
If you're gonna send your boys to someone's locker room to beat someone up, better make sure they do the job. And if you want to not get caught, then don't use the same two guys you've been rolling with for years.
Sounded like a good idea, though. Two guys busting in, beating a lesson into somebody. Mind if I copy you?
You can't just barge in here and threaten.
A threat is nothing but words. We prefer actions.
We'll see you later tonight, Randy.
Stephanie, you need to control those two criminals.
Oh, Randy. What are you talking about?
Cena and MVP. They're running around, threatening me, trying to ambush me. They probably have traps set everywhere.
You're a big boy. What do you want me to do about it?
This is an unsafe work environment. I'm WWE champion. There are threats against my life. I need round-the-clock security. As a businesswoman, you can't leave your biggest investment unprotected. Can you?
I can, and I will. So far, Cena has done nothing to warrant my intervention. And until he does, you're facing him at the Royal Rumble. Now, if that's all...
Fine. You obviously have some bias preventing you from acting sensibly. I'll go above your head on this one if I have to, Stephanie.
No, Seamus. I'm not interested. If I wanted to date livestock, I would have become a farmer.
Don't you want the notoriety that comes with being seen with a future legend like myself?
I think the lady made it clear that her type isn't the Loch Ness Monster, Seamus. Now, if you can't learn some manners, maybe I should step over there and teach you some. I got this sneaking suspicion Orton's been around to fill your head with fables and fairy tales.
You two are making my job a lot more difficult, and I'm getting a little tired of this.
And what's your plan to deal with this, might I ask?
Business as usual. I have so much... Look, I don't have time to talk. Just pick your opponent tonight from the list of superstars without scheduled matches.
I'll look at the menu. Sure.
Hello? Yes, I understand. Yes.
You stay back, Cena. Take one more step toward me and I'll have you thrown in jail.
So testy. Seems like all these schemes are wearing on your nerves, Randy.
You want schemes? Ask MVP. That guy will stab you in the back in a heartbeat. Why is he such a friend all of a sudden?
MVP doesn't have it in him to do that. Not anymore.
Then there's The Miz. I hear he's been looking to jump you.
See, what you're doing right now is deflecting. Besides, The Miz, I ain't worried about him. I've beaten him more times than I can count.
If you say so, Cena.
Ted and Cody, why am I not surprised to see you here?
Whoa! Put the safety on, loose cannon. We're not here to fight.
Yeah, there's no need to get violent. We're just here to let you know that there's been a change of plans.
Not as far as I know. The plan is, was, and will be this. I plan on dumping Orton on his head and walking out the WWE champion.
Well, that's going to be pretty hard when you hear the news, lunatic. Maybe you better go speak to Stephanie.
After you calm down, madman.
Keep with walking, John Cena. You will not attack Orton tonight.
What's all this?
We got orders not to let you anywhere near the WWE champion.
Well, you're gonna have trouble following these orders when I'm pinning him in that ring tonight.
You have problem? Talk to GM. Don't talk to us anymore.
You have some explaining to do, Stephanie.
Calm down, Cena. Look, Orton went over my head. After that alleged assault, Randy got a restraining order against you and MVP. There's nothing I can do.
A restraining order? Now, how is that gonna work? Check your calendar. My foot has an appointment with his cranium tonight.
Not anymore, it doesn't. Your title shot is off. It's out of my hands. These two are here to make sure you don't try anything as you exit the arena. Please vacate the arena calmly, okay?
Are you starting to believe Orton's lies? You think I'm some kind of maniac? Well, I'm not. I'll leave quietly. But this ain't over.
Look, Cena, you can't beat Randy. He's just too smart. And he asked us to leave you this reminder.
Kofi Kingston as the champion hurt. He may have come in as a last-minute replacement, but he could leave a champion. Oh no, Cody Rhodes has sent Kofi crashing to the arena floor. It's a dirty tactic, but this is a no disqualification match. That's just uncalled for. How can Kofi survive against this onslaught? That Viper Randy Orton has all the angles covered.
WWE Champion, Randy Orton.
This is a disgrace. Kofi and Orton reeling, and then...
Again, I'm not advocating his actions, but you have to expect those kind of things when you face Randy Orton.
But how long will he have to endure this tyrannical reign as WWE Champion King? At least we have something else to look forward to. The Royal Rumble match is next. MVP has won the Royal Rumble. He's going to WrestleMania to take on the champion of his choosing.
What a cap to a wild night, Michael. This is the craziest Royal Rumble I can remember.
And what happened to John Cena? The #1 contender has a restraining order against him.
Cena got robbed, but he may be the one going to jail if he gets too close to Randy Orton.
MVP is going to WrestleMania. Randy Orton looks more dominant than ever. Can he be stopped?
Nobody can stop me, nobody can hold me, nobody control me. I'm coming! I'm here to do my thing, I'm here to bring the pain, I'm never ever gonna change. I'm coming! No.
John Cena, you came between Maurice and me last week. You interfered with destiny. I blame you.
Relax there, Pale Rider. Who am I to interfere with true love? But really, do you think Maurice is the right one for you? She's a looker, don't get me wrong. But does she really understand the Celtic warrior? The man behind the mayhem? Because that's what's important.
You may be right, Cena. I'll let you go. This time.
I'm here with Kofi Kingston, who put on a great effort against Randy Orton at the Royal Rumble. What are your thoughts about the match?
I underestimated how devious Orton can be. That's a mistake I'm not going to make again. And I will get another shot at the WWE Championship. Randy Orton, you can count on it.
MVP, congratulations on winning the Royal Rumble, man. I caught the end of the pay-per-view at the hotel.
Yo, I saw what they did to you. Stealing your title shot, escorting you out. Man, that wasn't right.
That coward Orton can't run forever. I'll get my championship match.
Maybe you won't have to wait so long to get some gold around your waist, Cena. I got an offer to take on the Unified Tag Team Champions on SmackDown, and I could use a partner. It's a non-title match, but I still figured you might be interested.
You know it. I need to blow off some steam anyway. Stephanie McMahon, just the general manager I'm looking for. You get my title shot worked out yet?
Cena, you have no idea what it's like to do my job. And your antics don't make it any easier for me.
You know I earned that title shot, and you're letting Randy Orton push you around? Here I thought you were a McMahon.
I can give you a reminder that I'm a McMahon, Cena. Look, tonight there's a mixed tag match that needs a spot filled. I'm putting you in it. You've got your match, now just go compete.
You seem pretty stressed, Steph. You need a hug or a can of soup or something?
Just leave, Cena. Just leave.
Hey, Cena, I hear you're my tag partner tonight.
Yeah, Mickey, that's what they tell me. Anything I need to know?
Only that we're going up against the blondest, most conceited pair in WWE history. But with you on my side, I feel a whole lot better.
Well, well, if it isn't the Unchained John Cena, I suppose you're here to get your revenge against me for the Royal Rumble. Yes, John, I screwed you. What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna wait for the right time. Then I'm gonna beat you down and take your WWE Championship home at the same time.
So what you're saying is you're too much of a coward to do anything to me right now. I guess it's happened, Cena. I've kicked you around for so long, you're actually starting to like it. Come on, John. After all I've done, you have no reaction? You're just gonna stand there looking stupid? I play you like some video game. And you just keep letting me score points. Doesn't it get tiring to be outsmarted time after time after time? Hit me, Cena. Where's your pride? I know your blood is boiling. I have the WWE Championship. I've outsmarted you at every corner. Hit me. Do it! Do it! Fine, Cena. You win. and here's what you win. Security! Security! John Cena's gone insane!
Stay out of this, guys. It's between me and him.
You saw him? He attacked me. He's not supposed to be within 20 feet of me. Take him away. Take him to jail.
What the hell was that?
Big things popping. John Cena stopping, MVP. Don't forget, I have a restraining order against you, too. Just go back the way you came. This doesn't concern you, unless you want to serve more time behind bars.
Ah, Mr. John Cena. I'm glad you are no longer behind bars with your sheet of raps. I worry big movie people will no longer answer your phone calls. Because of that, Santino decided he will star in the sequel to your Macho Police action motion picture, 12 Rounds. Take a look at listening. I am Mr. Officer Danny Fisher. Stop kidnapping my wives!
I'm glad the franchise will be in good hands, Santino.
You are gracious in defeat, John Cena. I will send you a postcard from Hollywood.
John Morrison, you have a match later tonight with Rey Mysterio. If you win, you qualify for the Elimination Chamber. Are you confident?
I am, Todd. I am confident that the WWE Universe is at the precipice of a revolution. Tonight, my win against Rey Mysterio will propel me to the Elimination Chamber. My win there will reward me with the WWE Championship. With that title around my waist, John Morrison will lead WWE to a new state of enlightenment from which we will all benefit. It will be a beautiful thing.
Evan Bourne, come on down! You're the next contestant on Sheamus Put a Hurtin' on Me.
It's not the best time for jokes. I just had a chair busted over my head because a girl I'm not even dating has a stalker who thinks I'm her ex-boyfriend.
Well, I'm sure it was quite an event for you. In my office, I call that Monday.
Thanks again for bailing me out of jail. I lost my cool last week.
I'm not gonna blame you for lashing out against Orton. I was tempted to trade a night in jail for a chance to whoop that fool's butt too. But did you hear what Randy did? Somehow, he got Stephanie to step down as GM, and now Orton himself is claiming the job.
The good news just keeps coming. Let's say we go have a look at the new GM ourselves.
All right, man. I'll see you there.
Welcome to my new office. I haven't changed it much. Yet.
Are you gonna paint it yellow? You know, to match your spine?
I'm probably not going to do that. But you can be sure changes are coming, Cena. But I'm a busy man and I've got a show to run. I'm not going to shirk my responsibilities like the old GM did. So, I'll give you your match for tonight. You and your little running buddy here will be in a match against... Vladimir Kozlov and Ezekiel Jackson.
You think we're scared of your two ogres, Randy?
Since there's going to be some redesigning going on around here, let's make it an elimination-style tables match. I think that'll be a good way to kick off the age of GM Orton. Now be gone. You two boys are dismissed.
Fellow movie star, John Cena. I've been doing research for my role as a sexy cop stud for 13 rounds. Extra innings. While detectivating, I came across a constipation to commit a crime.
I'm gonna assume you mean conspiracy, Santino.
Ah, very good, Jenna. What I found is, Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase are up to many things. Nothing I can arrest them for yet. But they will slip up. And when they do, Santino will be a spoke on the wheels of justice. Crime. It's everywhere. Detective Santino, he guards the night.
What are you still doing back here, Cena? Walk your skinny butt out to the ring. MVP is waiting on you.
Okay. What's your problem, Mark?
I've just been hearing some things about you, Cena, and they're not good things.
After all we put each other through last week, and now we both have a spot in the Elimination Chamber anyway?
I'm not a huge fan of being stuck in a clear pod for 10 minutes. But if that's what I have to do to hold the WWE Championship again, that's fine with me.
There's something called the Elimination Chamber. You think there'd be a drain in the floor or something? Always have to, you know, go before a match.
Wow. That was a little more information than I needed, John.
Things sure have been smooth on Raw with Randy in charge.
Yeah, I only wonder when he's going to give us permission to put that mad dog Cena down.
Oh, hey, here's that psychopath Cena now. Sorry, we didn't see you there.
You guys couldn't see me? Now there's a surprise.
We see you now, and we'll beat you up now if you don't get out of here right now.
Did you not hear us, Cena? Or are you that hungry for a beating?
Maybe I'm a little bit crazy after all.
Nobody can stop me, nobody can hold me.
MVP is in the ring, so that can only mean one thing. Big things popping, little things stopping. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the view, because the VIP lounge is for people like me and all of you. I haven't always gotten along with authority, and joining me tonight is someone else who the man is trying to keep down. Please join me in welcoming John Cena!
Thanks for having me, MVP. First-time guest, long-time viewer, love the show, and you're right. The man is trying to keep us down. Randy Orton is afraid either one of us is going to snatch up his WWE Championship.
He's so afraid, he made himself general manager.
He's so afraid, he started buying extra-strength diapers.
Wait, he's so afraid...
Okay, that's enough. I won't have my employees disrespecting me, especially when they're a bunch of hypocrites. You both view me as the bad guy here. But little do you know, you're each much bigger enemies to each other than I could ever be. I mean, Cena, how many times has MVP tried to use you as a stepping stone? Tried to run you out of the WWE.
Now wait a minute, Randy. I admit, I used to be pretty devious myself. But it was nothing compared to the level you've sunk to.
And now you think Cena's your friend, MVP. Your partner. Well, he's not, but you don't have to take my word for it. MVP could more than compete with you, John. I bet he could even beat you.
MVP doesn't have it in him to do that. Not anymore.
Ouch, John. But regardless of your low opinion of MVP, I think he's a more worthy #1 contender than you are.
I ain't worried about him. I've beaten him more times than I can count.
What did I tell you?
Now hold on.
Cena, you're gonna play me like that?
I don't mean to interrupt, but I wanted to let you both know that you have matches at the Elimination Chamber. Against each other. In a last man standing match. You can settle your differences there.
I'm glad we had this talk. So that we're both in agreement, after we get rid of all those other guys, I get to win.
What agreement? You just came in here like 2 seconds ago.
And here I thought we'd been partners so long, we could communicate telepathically. Anyway, that's what's happening tonight. Cool with you?
No, sir, it most definitely is not. I kind of had my heart set on winning it for my own self, thank you very much.
Well, Heartbreak Kid, I'm afraid you're gonna be mighty disappointed when I get my hand raised in victory.
Yeah, you'll win. Not. See what I did there? That's what the kids do these days, right?
What are you doing here? This room is for important people doing important business, not for lunatics to do whatever lunatics like you do.
We both know you were looking at the Diva galleries on WWE.com, much like we both know that you doctored that video of us talking for the VIP lounge.
You're wrong on both counts, Cena. Now go out there and get your clock cleaned by MVP.
Hey, John. MVP was asking around for you. He looked pretty upset. I can't blame him.
Yeah. If I didn't know Orton was screwing with me, I'd be mad too.
I didn't think that video looked legit. You're still okay in my book, Cena.
Now all I have to do is convince the guy who's going to try to kick my head off tonight, and then I'll be set. Hey, you know I didn't say those things.
I saw it with my own eyes, Cena. Heard it with my own ears, too. And you know what? It doesn't matter anyway. Whether it's a conspiracy or not, it doesn't change the fact that we stand in each other's way. And it has to end tonight.
You're right. On the road to WrestleMania, it's every man for himself. But understand this. I'm a man of my word, and I did not say those things.
Hey, Mark. Since you are, the world's strongest man, maybe you could help pretty little me.
Did you lock your keys in your car again?
Or you. No, I need someone big enough, tough enough to take care of this stalker bothering me. You might know him. His name is Sheamus.
That boy ain't right.
But you're so strong, and my body, it needs guarding. You're strong enough to keep Sheamus away from me, aren't you? Keep me safe.
Maurice, I'm strong enough to protect you from Sheamus. And the asylum he should be locked in.
Okay. So, you'll help me?
Yeah, I'll help you.
Look, Cena, you won fair and square last night. And I know you didn't say that garbage. My little cousin is better with a computer than Randy.
Well, I'm glad you know the truth, man.
Facing you in that ring, win or lose, brings out the best in me. I got mad respect for you, John. I just wanted you to know that.
DX? More like D-.
First Randy beats them at Elimination Chamber, then we beat them tonight.
Of course, Big Show did give us an assist tonight.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. But I'm the one who got the pin.
John, I've got to commend you on your great match last night. If it wasn't for my thrilling victory, it would have been the best match at Elimination Chamber.
That's because I'm good at my job. Unlike the general manager of this place.
I've missed your sense of humor while you've been legally mandated to remain 20 feet from me at all times. I already told MVP before, and I'm telling you now. Your match was so great that I'm going to let you two do it again. Tonight. And because I missed it live last night, I'm lifting the restraining order against you, so I can be the guest referee.
What's your angle in all this, Randy?
I didn't think you psychopaths were such skeptics. Tell you what, if you win, I'll give you a shot at my WWE Championship at WrestleMania. Consider it a verbal contract. These three will serve as witnesses.
And what about MVP?
My arrangement with him is none of your business.
Continue to play your little games and spin your little webs, Randy. When all is said and done, I'll be standing over you with the title around my waist and your blood on my hands.
You call that a match? Here's what we're going to do. There's a chair in the rampway. I want one of you to get it and hit your opponent. Do it. Do it or you're fired. I'm ordering you to hit your opponent with the chair. Your career is on the line.
Don't do it, John.
Now pin him. Here is your winner. And my opponent for WrestleMania, the psychopath, John Cena. I hate to say I told you so, MVP. I also hate to say this, but as Raw's GM, I am negating your Royal Rumble victory stipulation. If you want a title shot at WrestleMania, you'll have to do it for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I can't believe Cena would do that. Maybe Randy Orton was right all along. And Orton stripping MVP of his WrestleMania title shot? Can he do that?
Well, if it isn't my favorite chair-swinging madman. It was good to see the killer instinct return to you last week, but I hope you have some left for this week. I'm putting you in a match against Kofi Kingston, and just because I can, it's going to be a no disqualification match. Go get him, Tiger.
Not you too, Mark! Maurice is giving the kiss of death to everyone in the Raw locker room.
Yeah, that'll teach your brother to get between the Tyrannosaurus and his dinner.
Remember in grade school when you'd just go up and pinch the girl you liked? Those were simpler times.
No DQ against you, Cena? Hey, anything can happen. May the best man win out there. Just don't try anything crazy.
I'm gonna do my job out there, Kofi. All these people thinking I got a screw loose? It may start to happen.
Now last week, when John Cena busted that chair over me, he did two things. One, he became Randy Orton's puppet. And two, he stole my title shot. Because let me tell you what John Cena is. He's a junkie, baby. The man's a junkie for the WWE Championship. He has to have it, and it don't matter what he gotta do to get it.
Come on, MVP. I didn't have a choice last week.
What about me? Orton told me he'd strip me of the shot I earned at WrestleMania if I lost. But I wasn't gonna sink that low. You could have stepped aside and let a brother get a title shot. Come on, Cena. You had your turn at the WWE Championship.
MVP, I want that WWE Championship. That title belongs around my waist. I earned my title shot months ago by beating you. I didn't want to bust that chair over your head, but that was the only way I could get what's rightfully mine. Unfortunately, you got in the way. I'm sorry, but that's life.
The ring isn't in here, Cena. Your opponent for tonight isn't in here. Just your boss.
I guess I'm just so insane, I don't know where the ring is. I may snap at any second.
If you do, the next second you'll find yourself out of a... What is it? Oh, Mr. McMahon. Hello. Yes, I stripped MVP of the championship match. Yes, but Mr. Get out of here right now! Yes, sir, I see, sir, but... Yes, but okay. Yes, sir.
A lot of stories are going around the WWE Universe. Stories about how John Cena is a maniac. Don't lock eyes with John Cena. Don't leave raw meat out near John Cena. I'm here to tell you, don't believe the hype. I want to give a shout out to Kofi Kingston, who was injured during our match last week. Well, that didn't happen because I went crazy. That's the risk we take when we get in this ring. And Kofi knew that risk. We all do. It's the price we pay to compete and entertain the greatest fans in the world. But all these people treat me like I'm dangerous. Like I'm out of control. I'm here to tell you that you're perfectly safe around me. It is unless your name is Randy Orton. Randy, at WrestleMania, when I'm standing across the ring from you, you finally have to look me in the eyes. You're gonna see dangerous. You're gonna see crazy. And then, you're gonna see a new WWE champion.
So let me get this straight. A 7-foot-tall, 480-pound beast runs to ringside last week and costs us the match?
Sounds about right.
Against Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase?
Yep. Those were our opponents.
How the hell did we let that happen? I mean, Big Show isn't like some invisible ninja. Barring that, it should take a whole army of other guys to cause us to lose to paintbrushes like Rhodes and DiBiase.
I think most of the problems stem from the fact that while I was getting waylaid by Big Show, you were spitting water at teenage girls in the audience.
She had a DX t-shirt. I was making the customer... And anyway, since when did I have to fight your battles for you?
Oh, you may be fighting in my battles sooner than you think, Connor.
Freeze, citizen! Officer Santino on the jobber. Oh, it's you, John Cena. You can never be too careful. Crime is a sneaky little thief in the night.
You've really embraced your role over there, Officer Boyardee.
Yes, I am Jake and the Fat Man all rolled into one. Those two criminal elements, DiBiase and Rhodes, used the cheats to win the tag team titles. But I don't know if it was up, up, down, down, or left, right. You and me, John Cena, we need to bring the pieces to the streets. You are my new deputy. You're a little nutty, Deputy Cena, but you get the results. Now get out of my office and arrest those two.
I'm going to get a frame for mine. Maybe something with a lightning bolt or an eagle. Cena, what are you doing in here?
Look at you two. Gloating like you did something. You guys have had everything handed to you. Daddy's giant footsteps to follow in. Your own puppet master as general manager. And now you're bragging about titles you didn't even win?
It's none of your business, Cena.
I'm making it my business, Ted. You want those tag team titles? Well, I'm gonna make you earn them on Superstars.
Looky here, it's the Monday Night Mangler, John Cena. How are you gonna let your little frustrations out after I end your hopes, your dreams, let's face it, your career at WrestleMania?
The only other person I'll be hurting is you, Orton. You've made an enemy out of me. You did everything you could to get under my skin, and it worked. I'm angry. I'm violent. Let me ask you, Randy. You think this anger makes me less dangerous or more dangerous?
Anger only gets you so far, Cena.
Oh, and how was that little chat you had with Mr. McMahon last week?
Get out.
Raw is live in Los Angeles, and we're just 6 days away. Look, MVP is coming down to the ring.
Nobody can hold me, nobody control me. I'm coming. I'm here to do my thing. I'm here to bring the pain. I'm never ever gonna change. Like Tropicana, I got the juice. All for the least elect.
The WWE Universe is buzzing. Everyone's talking about WrestleMania. John Cena versus Randy Orton. The Psychopath versus the Corrupt GM. But everybody forgot one little thing. Me. Montel Vontavious Porter. I won the Royal Rumble match, which meant I could name my title shot at WrestleMania. Now, Randy Orton tried to use his GM powers to prevent that from happening, but I went to the one man above him, Mr. McMahon. I explained to the boss what happened, and he made an executive decision. So guess what? Orton, Cena, I'm coming, and neither one of you can stop me. In 6 days, I'm going to be the new WWE Champion, because MVP is boring.
Thank you so much for fighting Sheamus tonight, Cena. If you weren't there to stop him, he might have done something horrible, like hug me.
I'm really not interested in slaying the dragon to protect you, Princess. I'm just doing my job.
So, you and your best friend beat each other until neither of you could move, and you want me to patch you up so you can do it again this Sunday at WrestleMania? Maybe there's more wrong with you than I initially thought.
You know, I've never given sweet chin music to a trainer. But there is a first time for everything.
If I got paid every time I was threatened here, I might almost be making what I earn.
Very clever, MVP.
It's not my fault you're not on the top of the food chain, Randy. Both you and Cena tried to use me to get what you wanted. Well, it's time I got mine.
Don't blame me. I'm crazy, remember?
MVP, you think you're the playmaker? Well, here's a little play for you. You and Cena are going to team up tonight. You're going to face Big Show and Sheamus. You and that Sheamus guy have a lot in common, Cena.
Wait. I know you too well, Randy. What's the catch?
The catch is, I'm going to take something out of your own playbook. Remember the Better Than Utopia rules you cooked up against Cena a couple of years ago? They're back. Except I'm calling them Age of Orton rules. And I'm giving them to your opponents.
Wait, so that means we need to get a 5 count on them?
Plus, they don't have to worry about countouts or rope breaks, but we do? Yeah, I remember that.
Deja vu all over again, huh, Cena? Enjoy your little trip down memory lane. And I'll enjoy you leaving my office right now.
They all tried to get in the way. They thought love was something they could beat with their hands.
You have a way with words, Big Red. I saw how determined you were to prove yourself to your love. How many people you ran over to get there. I liked it. In fact, that's why I beat Maurice up tonight. Jealousy.
Bet? You liked it?
Love sometimes takes a few broken bones. Lord knows I've broken a few over the years. I think you and I... we could be something, Sheamus.
Yes. Strength. And beauty. Sheamus and Beth.
Make sure to send me an invitation to the wedding, so I can be somewhere else.
I knew I couldn't trust you, Jericho. We had a plan to beat Undertaker, and you blew it.
Undertaker won because you walked into a chokeslam when I happened to be out of the ring.
You were out there cowering like a scared kitten.
I'm not scared of Undertaker, and I'm sure not scared of you, punk. Use that tone with me again, and you might find yourself put to sleep.
I'm the one who puts people to sleep, Jericho. I'll show you personally on SmackDown this Friday.
Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. What don't you understand, the buh or the bye? Bye-bye.
This is it, Cena. Every twist and turn, the underhanded way you tried to screw me, it all gets settled tonight, dog.
Whether I pin you or Orton tonight, it doesn't matter to me. I've battled too hard, paid too big a price to lose now. MVP, the champ is here!
Cena did it against long odds and intense hardship. He is the new WWE Champion. And he won it with pure grit and determination, not the insanity Orton claimed he had. MVP wasn't able to get the win tonight, but he shows respect to his opponent.
Stop it, both of you. You're making me sick. I'll be damned if the two of you leave that ring on your own 2 feet. Not while I'm GM. Cody, Kozlov, get in there.
Oh, no you don't, Randy. I think we've all had enough of your antics, Randy. John earned the WWE Championship, and I'm going to earn some satisfaction, too. Under authorization of the WWE Board of Directors, you are hereby stripped of the position of General Manager, effective immediately. I'm regaining the position, and believe me, you have a lot to answer for. John, I'm sorry to interrupt your celebration. Please, carry on.
What a finale to an unprecedented WrestleMania. John Cena has got back everything.
Meanwhile, Randy Orton has lost everything. And based on what Stephanie said, I'm sure the bad news is just starting for him.
The road to WrestleMania has come to an end, and John Cena stands triumphant. Thank you very much for joining us for this epic event. The champ is here.